If you are only looking at Cleveland, Ohio as a potential real estate investment, you might be doing it wrong. You very well might be overlooking better deals just outside of it. Hi, I'm Carly. I'm a realtor in Northeast Ohio, and yes, we cover Cleveland and Akron and surrounding. We get a lot of calls from investors and people wanting to invest, but something with this whole AI revolution, the uptick has been real. I'm probably talking 1 to 4 investors a day most days, and that's just me. Don't get me wrong, Cleveland's a great market to invest in. We'll probably always have investors in Cleveland. There's great properties to buy in Cleveland, but it is saturated. There is a lot of turnover. People come in, buy a bunch of properties, and these properties are older. They do require maintenance. Homes in general are going to need maintenance, and a lot of the people who come in and buy up properties turn around and sell them not too long after. So being prepared and ready for what you're going to do is important. The city of Cleveland has also really increased their guidelines for rentals. So, one, you have to have a local agent in charge. You cannot manage the property remotely. If you have tenants, you have to have someone that either lives in the same county Cleveland is in, which is Cuyahoga, or a surrounding county that manages the property. The local agent in charge has essentially more liability than your standard property manager will in these cases. There's also a lead paint compliance certification that is supposed to be in place for all rental properties. However, a lot of people have not done that compliance. So if you buy a property in Cleveland and it does need lead remediation, that can be hundreds of dollars, it could be thousands of dollars. So what other areas should you consider? First, I'm going to point out Akron. It is Summit County, which is one county below the county that Cleveland is in. It's about 30 minutes south of Cleveland. The price points in Akron can be really solid. The tax rates also tend to be lower, similar to Cleveland. You have a really solid rental demand, similar to Cleveland. There is a university there. There are hospital systems there. Some areas of Akron in particular have really grown a lot, so there is opportunity for equity. Next, I'm going to recommend the Canton, Massillon area. Very similar with a lower entry price point, tends to be lower taxes as well. You do have some rental inspections in this area, which can be not fun all the time. The houses tend to be a little larger than some other cities. You have a little less investor competition, and you've got pretty strong rent to price ratios still. One county over from Cleveland to the west is going to be the Lorain, Elyria area. Again, lower entry price point, lots of renters in the area. You are close to the lake. We're definitely seeing investor activity pick up in these areas. We've also had an increase in new construction near there. There's also people moving out of some areas of Cuyahoga County that the taxes have increased a lot, such as Lakewood, to get into Lorain County, where they might have a little bit more favorable taxes. Going east of Cleveland, we have the Painesville or Ashtabula area. You can find some really affordable properties here, great cash flow potential. This area is a little bit more spread out, so you have to be a little bit more strategic on location. They have some areas that are more kind of like downtown that tend to have more renters, but if you're a little bit further out and you have maybe like 3 acres of land, your renter pool might be a little smaller. I am also going to recommend the Medina/Brunswick areas. You're going to have some higher price points in these areas. Okay, Medina in particular, there are some multifamily homes. There's not a ton. There's a lot of homeowners in these areas, but rental demand does tend to be higher. There are some apartment buildings in the area, and people do tend to want to stay in the school district. Bottom line, Cleveland is great, but you don't have to stay in one market to build wealth, and you certainly don't have to listen to whatever AI system is telling you only Cleveland. There's some great deals 30 to 60 minutes away. If you want my list of zip codes, if you want my brochure on investing in Northeast Ohio, where I have hospital systems, universities listed, all of the voucher programs that we have, all of the different cities with inspection requirements called point of sale or rental inspection, message me or comment below. I'm definitely here to help. And I promise you don't need to pay any YouTube gurus to teach you any of this.